Readiness to us is more making them feel very happy about moving on to now a bigger school, making them feel very confident about making friends, making them feel very happy about this new milestone in their life. And I know academically, they need to know basic words, they need to know math, of course, and it would actually be irresponsible of me if I didn't prepare them from that angle of preparation. But at the same time, being parents, I want to see that my children are just very happy to be going to school. I want to see them coming home and telling me they made a new friend, and being very open with all the fun things that has happened in school, all the fun, I guess, experiences that the teacher does with them. It's very hard for us to control the environment that is awaiting our kids. And it's a good thing that the environment and the landscape is always changing, especially now when you see at the preschool level with the mega centers and some children going to childcare centers and some children not going to childcare centers at all. Basically, they're all coming into primary 1 from different points of starting point. So it's dynamic. I must say that the children now, their experiences are very, very dynamic from where I started off 13 years ago to now. The children are so much smarter, and I see this in my profession as well as a teacher. I see the children are very well prepared academically. They are really smart. They can share with you 1,001 stories at any one time. And many of these children have experiences sometimes more than the adults themselves, The one constant thing that I feel, and this has worked for me and my children in the sense, is to make sure that they are not nervous to jump into this new environment. And there's this saying which I really like a lot, which basically goes, children may not always remember what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel. We also share the excitement with them. So simple things like looking for a school bag, buying stationeries to start the new year. We rope them into this whole experience so that they feel a sense of empowerment, that this is really their journey to take. And we want to make sure that they feel very excited. Most important from my experience is actually really not to over-prepare the children, because parents have a tendency to always give 1,001 advice. I find myself doing that as well. I find myself sometimes telling the children, if you don't know where to go, ask your teacher, or if you don't know how to buy food, for example, make sure you approach anybody. Make sure you, before you cross the road, look left and right. And I find that this oversharing of do's and don'ts sometimes instill nervousness and fear in the children unnecessarily. And I find that, they are ready to go. They are very excited to start school, and it's always the external factors that make them doubt their ability. So if I had, one wish for most parents out there is really not to over prepare the kids unnecessarily with unnecessary, points of don't doubt them.